So how could you defend Jason and crucify Dad at the same time?
Michael, you're right to hate what I do.
No, yeah, I hate you, Jason, not the business.
Don't you talk to Jason like that. He's risking his life to help Sonny. Your father created a war that he couldn't finish, and now his enemies are trying to kill Jason.
You know, it's like a reflex to you, automatically jumping to Jason's defense.
Jason is trying to keep his family together.
Family? What family? The Quartermains are my family. Jason doesn't talk to them, he doesn't see them, which kills them, but you don't give a damn about that, do you, Jason?
You're allowed to blame me for what I've chosen.
I'm so
Michael.
glad I have your permission.
You know what? Everything Jason's done, it's because he loves you, Michael, just like I love you.
You don't love anybody but yourself, Mom. You handed me off to the Quartermains because you couldn't stand the fact that I woke up different. Funny, that's what you love most about Jason.
Jason and I have sacrificed so much to keep you safe, and if you want to hate me for that, you go right ahead. But I know I did the right thing. You being alive proves it.
But what about you? What about what you did to Dad? You destroyed him, just like you destroyed AJ.
Stop disrespecting your mother right now. You come in here with this attitude and all this hate. It's time to grow up. Face reality. Understand that both Sonny and AJ made bad choices and they caught up with them. Your mom's been trying to protect you from the fallout.
Listen to you making excuses. Do you realize that you're next? Mom's gonna do the same thing to you that she did to Dad and AJ, but you don't expect me to feel sorry for you. You deserve it after the way you treated Dad.
Hey! Jason was loyal to Sonny years after Sonny stopped being loyal to Jason.
Don't call. Don't text. I don't want anything to do with you.
You don't mean that, Michael.
Let's pretend I'm dead. You are to me.
Michael! You gotta go after him. He's upset he can't drive, Jason. Michael! 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 Michael!
Elizabeth, come on. Just look around. What do you see?
I don't know what you're getting at.
Just tell me.
Okay, I see a work table and a bunch of tools and just all this.
I see a woman who walked away from a six-figure salary to start a nonprofit. And I also see a guy who doesn't have to work a second job anymore just to make ends meet.
And that all happens here.
Yeah, it's more than an image that I have in my head. I'm trying to create a reality. You know, I take a building like this in a part of town where everyone else has just written it off, and I try to breathe life back into it.
Second chance for the building and the people who use it.
This is who I am. Just like your art is who you are. You know, I don't need to be a father. I mean, this project right here, this is my baby. I put everything I have into it. When I'm done, I start all over again and I go somewhere else new. And that makes me happy. You really want me to give that up?
I'm not asking you to give up anything. If we have a child together, you can be involved as much or as little as you like.
It's not fair to go off and let my child think that he's not important enough for me to stick around. And this way I don't have to make the choice.
Why does it have to be a choice? I can paint anywhere.
Your life is here. I don't want you to give up everything and be with me.
So instead, I have to give up you.
I'm here now.
You know what I see? I see a piazza in Florence. A rooftop looking down over a waterfall with a man playing a violin. It's a beautiful song, but it's sad. Can you hear it? I've always wanted to dance on a rooftop. Yeah.
Just a second. Just let me get this out of the way.
Jason!
So, Jason's into drugs now. I guess the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree.
Shut up, Tracy.
You know, I always knew that your son was a garden variety Quartermain. Actually, he's weaker than some. My children were never addicts.
Not that you know of.
Don't try to shift the blame. You're the one that got caught with your hand in the cookie jar.
My son is in a crisis and you're standing there gloating. You really are a miserable shrew.
Shut up, Monica. This day is a long time coming. And I am going to enjoy every stinking minute of it. Did you really think you could raise a paragon of virtue? You slept with half the staff at General Hospital, you drove your poor husband to drugs, and you lie like Jason. However, I do give him points. Because he owns his vices. He doesn't go around whining that it's somebody else's fault.
Oh, this could be a real turning point for us, Tracy. An exercise in mutual appreciation, but unfortunately I have to make an appearance as the chief of staff.
Absolutely. Go and make your family proud. Never mind that you're loaded to the gills. Show the world what a real Quartermain is.
Gladly.
That's great, Tracy. Real supportive. Do you want him to end up like AJ?
Jason!
Come on. I've got clots forming by the optic chiasm. One wrong move and Jason's blind. Hit the bovie. Clamp.
So did the specialist give you any idea when Jason might wake up?
No, they can't predict.
Well, then what the hell are we paying them for? Why are they on the hospital staff if they can't provide answers?
It's a cerebral edema. Jason's brain is swelling.
Well, can't they operate?
It won't do any good. They have taken steps to relieve the pressure, and if that happens, he may regain consciousness.
Well, of course he'll regain consciousness. He's getting the best treatment that money can buy.
Jason wasn't wearing a seatbelt. He was thrown from the car upon impact.
Oh, that's the worst possible scenario. Come on.
No, it's not. He could die. That's the worst scenario.
I can't believe how this night turned out. It was supposed to be the proudest moment in Jason's life.
Well, we could have helped if Tracy here wouldn't have egged him on.
Me? I didn't make him take drugs.
Well, you certainly didn't discourage him. All that talk about living down to the Quartermains, it was your fault he ran out of that damn door.
Excuse me, he was late for his own party. It didn't matter that he was too high to drive. He did it to himself.
No, he didn't, Tracy. We did it to him. We pushed him to live up to our expectations, and it ended in tragedy, just like it did with AJ.
Oh, my God, Monica. AJ was a disaster by his own choice. Jason's accident? Also his own choice.
But you had to go and ruin it, didn't you, Tracy?
Alan, I am really sorry that you have suffered another tragedy. But it's not my fault. In fact, it's nobody in the family's fault. And at some point, people have to start taking responsibility for their own actions.
Well, I'm going to. We've been asking Jason to be what we wanted him to be, instead of accepting him for what he was.
Don't talk about Jason like we've already lost him.
Haven't we?
Did you want this to happen?
Of course I didn't.
Mom, you gotta let go and let me be who I am.
Here we go.
Here, let me help you.
I got it.
Can I get you anything? Are you hungry or thirsty?
What are we doing here?
I just thought you would like a break from the rehab facility.
A break?
Get your mind off of all
Well, this isn't a state of mind. Elizabeth, this is my life. I'm stuck in this chair. And you're stuck too.
No, Jason,
Now, what do you mean it's not true? You don't even paint anymore. All you do is take care of me.
I don't mind.
I sure as hell do. All I wanted was to live my life free. Nothing holding me back. You wanted something to tie us together, something to make me stay here. Well, it looks like you got it.
Jason, you act as if this is something that I wanted. It was a horrible accident.
It was a horrible accident that happened to me, not you. Don't try to manage this.
I'm trying to be supportive. It's nothing we can change, but we can deal with it and move on.
I told you that I didn't want you to give up everything for me, okay? I told you that. I meant it.
We can adapt. You can go back to work and
Elizabeth, don't you get it? I'd rather put a bullet in my head than live like this. This is my fault.
I never really knew you, did I?
I'm not who you need.